Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blowout coverage here live at Gencon 2019. Thanks in part to our amazing Kickstarter backers, these spectacular companies right here who donated games to our Kickstarter. Huge thanks to them for helping send us to the show. And our big sponsors, Steve Jackson Games, who has the new Draw and Draw game, Deadly Doodles. Be sure to click on that link and check it out. And Tasty Minstrel Games, who sponsors everything we do. Right now, we're here at the Mattel booth with the designer of the new Skip-Bo dice game, Nick. So hey, Nick, what is Skip-Bo dice game?
So Skip-Bo is one of our roll and write games. We have 4 roll and writes coming out at the end of this year. Skip-Bo is one of them. It takes all the fun and action of the Skip-Bo card game and turns it into a roll and write.
So how does it work?
Everyone gets a board and a marker. There are some dice included, and the object of the game is to collect stars by filling in your build piles based on the rolls of the dice. The game ends when someone fills in 3 build piles, and then whoever has collected the most stars wins. On a turn, you just roll all the dice, and then you try to fill them out in order. So in regular Skip-Bo, you have to build the piles in numerical order. That's no different here. Let's see, well, this is a fantastic roll, because I rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a couple Skip-Bos. Skip-Bo is wild, it can be any number you want. So with this, I can start doing a build pile. I can start at any one, but I'm going to start up here. Fill in the 1, set this die aside, the 2, set this die aside, and the 3. So you notice these stars. Anytime you fill in a bubble with a star under it, you get to circle it. That shows you collected the star. The dice I've used, I've set aside. There's some Skip-Bos here. A Skip-Bo can be any number you want, but if you use a Skip-Bo, you don't get the star. So if I continue with this line, let's say I'll use a Skip-Bo as a 4. I'll write an S here, but I don't get the point. But maybe I'll use this Skip-Bo down here, which is fine because I didn't lose a star. This die here is the Skip-Bo die. The numbers go from 1 to 10. Anytime you use this die, you actually get to roll it again and continue using it as long as you're able. The other cool thing is anyone can use this die. So every time I roll this die on my turn, I call the number 7. Anyone who can fill in a 7 on their board can use it, but I only re-roll it on my turn. I'll pass the dice. Oh, and one more thing. The discard piles. When I'm done, whatever unused dice are left, in this case, only the 7, I'm going to put it in one of my discard piles all the way at the bottom. Every turn, every player has to put a number in their discard piles. And the discard piles are useful because on your turn later, you can pull numbers out of here to cross off circles.
Now, do you have to go from the bottom to the top?
Yeah, top to bottom. The numbers, it's just like gravity. The numbers go down, and I have to use a number up above this one before I can use that one. But later in the game, you start pulling off these amazing combos. Like, I'll use this, then I'll use this, and I'll pull this out of discard, then this, and it gets really fun.
This feels like Skip-Bo. Skip-Bo the dice game coming out later this year.
That's right.
All right. Thank you very much, Nick. That is Skip-Bo the dice game. It looks like it might be your cup of tea. Be sure to check that one out. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. In the comments below, let me know if you were pirates and you had to go back to college, because pirating is obviously illegal now. What are you going to college for? You're a pirate, you're uneducated, you don't have any teeth.
Cartography.
Cartography.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to go with criminal science. I'm going to be a CSI pirate guy. Wow, that would actually rhyme. Let me know in the comments below. What are you going to as a pirate? As always, thanks for your time, YouTube.